Thank you, Cole.
Yeah,
Cole's the first person to speak
said,
up and say, I can't hear anything. It's because I was muted on YouTube.
Oh, God. Milky says, it was fun. Lots of yelling. About
I'm
basic.
sure. Yeah.
I could not cut it in basic training, Milky.
No, you could not. You can barely cut it through a science fiction movie.
That's true.
You can't cut it through a basic training film from the couch.
Ken thinks that they could go a shade darker with my hair. I tried that. It was weird. I didn't like my hair darker. I let my hairstylist do what she wants, pretty much. Chase says, hey, gang, gotta watch The Last of Us Season 2, but happy stream.
Ooh, I didn't know that was out.
Hagen, leave it.
I'm excited for that. We need to finish Wheel of Time.
A.k.a. Hassan Sheriff, said, good morning from my end.
Well, hello. Good morning to you. Nitish is leaving me voicemails.
Uh-oh. Louis wants to know if you've tried Civet. Oh, hold on. Okay, Nitish is on his way. Oh, Noah can go a shade darker. You can go a shade darker. Not me.
I'm going to go to the tanning booth this week.
Are you really?
Sure am.
How come?
I suppose you're looking for an answer other than to get tan. To be more attractive to my wife.
That's not possible.
Oh, you have the best answers. Are we nauseating? Are we just nauseating?
Ange says it's frozen on her end. Maybe it's her heart. Shane, your Ventish is on the way. Yes. Today, this weekend, I bottled and packed up something like 200 bottles.
Yeah, you were crazy when I was gone.
It was hours.
You're hard-working girl.
I really didn't do anything else.
She works hard for the money.
Rebecca's in.
So,
and who else we got? Okay, so Louis wants to know if you tried Civet de Nuit by Arige.
I have not. No, I've had the opportunity to grab samples a couple times, but I've never tried it. And I hear it's really nice.
Someone with an owl for a name, what do you think about Le Male Le Parfum?
I think it's the best of the Le Males.
Do you?
I do. I'm not a huge Le Male lover in general, but I do think it's the best of the Le Males.
Somebody else wants to know if this is pre-recorded. No.
No.
No, we're just
How would that work exactly?
Someone says this, and I don't know. I'm not going to say it out loud. I fell for that.
Cologne bone. I'll say it out loud.
Classic Sense. Hello.
Welcome, everybody. We're going to smell some good stuff.
What's the best Valentino? You liked the regular Valentino Uomo. Remember we smelled them and you were like, this one's fine.
Yeah, I like the regular. It's not really my favorite line. I would steer people towards Dior Homme Intense. That's my preference.
Dreaming of Phosphene's launch today.
I heard. I saw. Congratulations.
Out Shopify. Good job. I saw your live. I was looking over Noah's shoulder.
How many bottles did you end up doing, Jonah?
It looks like about 15. Melly wants you to talk about Castoreum. Do you want to do a Castoreum video?
We can do a Castoreum video.
We did the ambergris video.
I was just upgrading a few of our sales. How do I say this? Stan?
Thank you, Classic Sense. I didn't even...
Oh, he changed his name.
Stan. Oh, my God.
Stan, we're so used to seeing you in other...
As Stan.
As Stan. Is he the one that asked about Castoreum?
No, that was Melly.
Else. Oh, no.
Kruthic, hi.
Kruthic, hi. So, Castoreum is... I don't think that it's very offensive at all. It's very kind of smooth, creamy, leathery, soft. Just a little bit of funk, but nothing like Civet or Muskrat or Hyrax, Hyraceum. It's a wonderful, just warm, leathery animalic. I think it's the friendliest, maybe, of the animalics. I think it's even easier than most musks.
Really?
Yeah. So I was just treating the Cherry Smoke Intense Leather, which is an upgrade to the Cherry Smoke Intense that we do with some Castoreum. It's part of the accord that we use to make the Uber version of Cherry Smoke.
Okay. So, Roni, yes, I want to answer your question, Roni. For my 14th birthday, I'm asking for Herba Pura and Percival. Is that good? If not Percival, maybe Leighton.
I like Percival. 14?
Yeah, Herba Pura is very strong. Test it out. Make sure you test it.
Yeah, it's strong. Between the two of them, I think probably Percival. Yeah.
More than Leighton?
It's not really the season for Leighton. Leighton is more of a cool weather.
Oh, that's
fragrance to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Forest Sense got Shopify figured out. User number 1635890194613 says thank you for the questions on his Firmenich Q&A post on Facebook.
He's in the chat. Thanks. Yeah, so he works for Firmenich.
That's awesome.
He's an engineer.
That's very cool.
It is very cool.
Yes, have a good night, Rooney. Hi, Bubba. I know you don't.
So we're just waiting for Nitish, everybody.
Yes.
And then we're going to talk. I have resisted since I got home smelling some of the new attars.
You want to give him your first impression?
Make it work. Mocha Musk and Sultanate.
There you go.
You know it's good because it's got crowns on it. Vetiver Jackmel, you guys know. I know that one anyway.
Well, I just threw it over there just because it's new.
And look at these great elite bottles.
Stop walking around. I don't know why they have to be
annoying
dogs.
Good looking, chunky little 50 ml bottle here.
It is a good one.
Yeah. It's a beautiful label on this kind of gold embossed.
Okay, I'm looking for the comments about vanilla. Castoreum makes vanilla smell good.
Yes. It actually also makes vanilla taste good, believe it or not.
Yes, it used to be a vanilla ice cream until 1950.
Yeah. Loa is on YT. Hi, Loa. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Sophia,
these are the new attars that we will be talking about. Yes, ma'am.
Sophia wants to know why perfumes smell better on a tissue than on than strips.
I don't know.
Feels like the strips make perfumes smell.
What are you doing down there?
I don't know. They're doing everything
Crazy
they don't need to be doing.
Look at this. Look at this.
Shane says, I know you lean more classic or name brand, but have you tried Supremacy Collector's Edition?
I have not.
No. Jay Gill says, good to see you guys together.
It is good to be together.
Stan wants to know how you wear an attar. What a good question, Stan.
Well, let me take the Vetiver Jackmel so I'm not spoiling any surprises for myself. I'm resisting smelling these. So, an attar is going to come with a wand like this. And it takes very, very little. Less than a drop, really. So you see how there's nothing that's actually dropping off this. There isn't a full drop on here. And you would just take this and just kind of drag it across the wrist and then just kind of gently rub like that. And then maybe kind of dip it, scrape it off again, and then just kind of touch behind each ear. Maybe touch kind of here as well. So just touch a couple of the classic spots for perfume and that's it. Good to go. So this one I can talk about because I'm sure Nitish will want to talk about it more, but I've already smelled it.
Loa wants the Mocha Musk and the doggy.
At this point, you can take them.
I know.
So Vetiver Jackmel, guys, is not a full-blown perfume blend or attar blend. This is a true Soliflor. There is nothing in this.
Is that true? I did not know that.
Yes, there's nothing in here except vetiver. It is the highest quality vetiver that you can get, distilled in the most sort of slow and delicate fashion. So what you're getting is like the single best representation of the raw vetiver ingredient that you can get. And it's gorgeous to wear. It does smell like a perfume. I mean, in terms of the complexity.
Get out.
Dogs are getting kicked out.
Get out.
See you, doggies.
Come on. Go.
Go. There is no dirtiness to this vetiver. I mean, it's earthy. It's a root. But it's clean, crisp, and floral, as opposed to some of the other types of vetivers that you will see that are kind of a more dirty, earthy vibe. It's really beautiful. So for vetiver lovers, it's amazing. Okay, Mr. Nitish is here. Let's bring him into the show. There he is. Hi,
How are
Mr.
you?
Nitish. Good. How are
Nitish and I
you?
have never chatted. It's the first time on
I'm
camera.
good.
Oh,
Well, at length.
oh, okay. Well, great. How are
Hello.
you? Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning. It was a long day yesterday.
And
I shot a lot of videos. Yeah.
yeah, you did shoot a couple of videos. We're going to get those shared around with everybody too. Make sure I got your volume turned up here. Yes, guys, let us know if you have any issues hearing Nitish. Yeah, what time is it there? Because I know we changed times. Is it almost 8
It's
a.m.?
7 a.m.
7 a.m. So okay, we did jump forward an hour, and so we're now only 11 and a half hours behind you. Yeah, so it's seven,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even 7 a.m. Yeah, nice. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yes. We're going
You're
to talk about
welcome.
the new things.
We are. I had just started by talking about Vetiver Jacmel,
Okay.
um, and I was explaining to them that this is not a perfume blend or an attar blend; that it's a true soliflor. There's just the single ingredient in here.
Right.
Do you want to tell us a little bit more about what makes it so special?
So whatever Jackmill, it's a long story. Basically, I connected with this farmer in a Jackmill in Haiti. He is a very passionate about distillation, and he actually have a very good distillation facility. Uh, and he uses very high quality young vetiver roots for only root part of it for his distillation. And in COVID times, just before COVID time, he had this kind of a very exotic distillation of vetiver. uh, in Haiti, there is one river nearby Haiti. He got a crop from that area, and then he distilled it with the very I would say controlled environment. Like it's a fantastic, very slow distillation, and very temperature was controlled very fantastically. Because of that, you can get a lot of florals and a lot of sandalwood. In fact, it confuses people if whether it is a attar or oil itself. So
Right.
it's a beauty of nature. Everyone should at least experience it once. It's a pure beauty of nature,
Yeah, it
and
really is beautiful.
hands of artisan distiller.
It almost smells minty to me.
Yeah, there is a minty, like almost a camphoraceous kind of note to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nice.
yeah, it's really beautiful.
I think it's anyone could wear that.
Yeah.
It's just very natural
Oh,
smelling.
for sure. Yeah, agreed.
Doesn't smell like a man's cologne.
No, I would agree with that. Yeah, yeah. What are we selling these for? I think these are 40 or 60.
They're
I
40.
think these are 40.
Look up on the
Yeah.
website.
Yeah, if only there were a resource for us to know these things. Well, Nitish, we have all sorts of fun stuff laid out here.
Right.
Talk about anything.
Yeah, what do you want to chat about first?
Uh, any
Well, we have a
anything?
question here.
All right,
Sorry.
what's the question?
We have some like bait. Well, I think this is actually great because in America, in the United States, we don't really typically wear attars very much. So we have some basic attar questions. So Stan wants to know, like, how long should you expect an attar to last? The scent. What's your experience?
Vetiver Jackmill is $40, everybody. Same price as fruit bread. It's a ridiculous steal for this quality of vetiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is officially 2.5 gram. And so
2 grams actually.
it's 2 grams.
Yeah,
Okay.
all of these are 2.
They're all 2. They're probably a little bit over that based on my measurement, but
Yeah.
officially 2. Probably overfilled. So how many wearings for the average person?
Anywhere between 300 to 400 wearings easily, because you don't apply a drop of it. Just one drop can give you at least 3 to 4 wearings.
Okay.
And if you go beast mode, like let's say 5 6 swipes, then 150 wearings maybe.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 150 to 200 wearings for me,
Yeah, yeah.
250 to 300 wearings maybe for the rest of us.
Yes.
I did. Everybody, Nitish was laughing at me hysterically a while back because I did take like an entire drop of the oud patchouli attar and drop it
My
onto my
God.
skin and rub, and I smelled like patchouli for days. It was like 3 or 4 wearings in one,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed the hell out of it.
How long during the day does it last?
I mean, I got 6 hours, which is a lot of time for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get a lot of longevity on my skin, so anything that lasts 6 hours is beast mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long do you get when you wear your attars? How long does it last on your skin?
Usually in India here it's a very hot and humid temperature.
Yeah.
So others, in general, perfumes last much lesser than that of many other countries. But I
Okay.
get good 4 to 6 hours of projection out of it, and very nice. Others I like because it is a denser version of perfume. Uh, Definitely not the same formulation of perfume. Others have more base notes, and towards mid side, top is really present just as a touch, or just to give. There is no masking necessary, so that's why top is not present in others. Many others. If it
Oh,
is a citrus heavy, then that is another case.
that's interesting. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, yeah.
Why are they not present? Just a
So
blending style, or
in perfume, mostly the top is functional. If in most of the parts, if it is not a cologne formulation, in our, I would say, our kind of style, I'm not using O word again. so if it is a freshie, then citrus is definitely a note to be present in. But in our style, it is more like to mask the alcohol fragrance, the smell of alcohol. It is
okay,
that function.
I see.
okay, okay. Let's talk about the mocha one.
Okay, so I guess we'll start with all the attars.
This is for you, Loa.
Now I have not smelled this yet.
Get
So
ready.
Oh,
It's amazing.
whoa. Okay.
definitely different in the bottle than that of skin.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put it on skin again. Just a little swipe there. I won't rub my wrists together because I'm saving skin for some of this other stuff. Wow, that's very rich.
Mm-hmm.
Rich, smooth coffee.
Mm-hmm. It's creamy. I like it.
Super creamy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is not like an abrasive coffee. This is a smooth, creamy.
Yeah, it's not bitter.
What are the other primary notes in this?
There's so many.
There are woods, lot of woods in the base. There is a cocoa.
Woods or ouds?
There is a touch of oud, but not as a main note. You can say teak wood. I use teak wood a lot because uh,
That's
it's the
cool.
environment of a cafe. It's the environment of a nice old wood cafe, wooden, made of out of wooden floors, I would say,
Okay.
or wooden furniture.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the concept of it.
Okay. So you said, yeah, you did say lots of woods, and now I'm getting that. The coffee is really present on first sniff, and then you can kind of smell beyond that kind of creamy coffee note into the woodiness that's the
Right,
base. Yeah. What kinds
right.
of woods are being used here?
It is a natural element of teak wood and
Teak wood.
some ambari, yeah, yeah, and some ambari facets. It has a small amount of musky facets in it. Uh, does have a civet. It's a very lighter version of our civet
Civet
cafe.
of the Civet coffee civet here. That
Yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
black juice. Yeah, I don't smell civet outright.
Yeah, it is giving a powdery feel to the fragrance overall.
Okay.
That smooth powdery feel. If you ever smell celestolide,
Which one?
celestolide,
No, I haven't smelled that one.
okay. Celestolide is again a musk element which smooths out many rougher edges. It's a functional musk,
Okay.
mostly because celestolide uh, it's a top note, top to mid.
Yeah, you have to love woods. This is
Yeah,
very woody. It's woody. It's woody, coffee, creamy, musky. That's what I'm getting from this. Woody, coffee, creamy, musky.
there
Oh.
is a different variety of sandalwood in it, so it's not your conventional Mysore sandal or Indian sandal. It is not that profile.
This feels pretty versatile. Like I could wear this in the heat.
Yeah. Do you get any lemon lime on the top? Lemon
Oh,
specifically?
interesting. I mean, barely. It wouldn't have clicked as lemon or lime in my head unless you'd said something.
Right.
It just gives this little kind of flourish in the top. Yeah, I don't really smell it as citrus. Like to me, it just makes it smell clean and fresh. Wow, this is amazing. Mm, okay. Let me see what we are. Remind myself of our price for the Mocha Musk is only $35, guys.
Yeah.
$35. You're getting, depending on how heavy you wear, anywhere from 150 to 300 wears out of that for $35. I mean, for lovers of creamy woods and coffee, this is a home run. I would also say unisex, despite it being like deeply woody. And woods are often associated with masculine. The woods are so soft and round and creamy that I think it stays pretty unisex.
Right.
Uh, okay, let me check, folks here. Um, the bear is asking, Nitish, in India, do you change your perfumes based on the season? Like, do you wear Shrungar only in winter?
Definitely. Yes. In India, mostly the fragrance industry is all about citruses and uh, lighter kind of notes because
Really?
of heat. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Mostly.
that kind of goes against, I think, most of our Western notion of Eastern fragrance. Is we picture it as being heavier. We associate India with oud and sandalwood. Um,
Definitely, but those kind of fragrances comes in a winter time, and winter here is a very short time of the year,
okay,
just three to 4 months.
okay. Um, Ange is asking if you can spell the name of that musk that you were talking about. That's in Mocha Musk. What was the name of the
Okay,
musk you shared?
celestolide. It is. Just a minute.
All right, Ange, we're working on it.
C E L E Stolide.
Okay, so like celestial, Ange. um, okay. Wow, this is so creamy and smooth. Okay.
That
Yep.
That musk is used also in the not dark yet on the top.
Oh, okay.
Also, fun fact about that musk: when it was launched by IFF, it was very expensive, almost 15 times of that of the cost today. So in fragrance industry, some materials go down by the cost 10-15 times. Some go up by the cost like 10-15 times. You
Wow.
never know.
Yeah. Okay. Now I smell peanut butter.
It's me.
Okay.
The dogs were eating the packing peanuts out of your trash,
Oh,
and then I got hungry.
the packing peanuts made you hungry?
It did.
Okay.
I went to go throw with the mound, and then
There you
I
have
was
it.
like, well, I'm down here. I might as well get a snack.
God, these packing peanuts are looking really noshy right now. All right, fair enough.
So what do you think of that one? I missed your impressions.
I mean, it's like right up my alley.
Well, yes.
I mean, it's soft woods,
Wait till you smell this other one.
creamy coffee. It's not a super strong like it's not gonna oh that's I'm not gonna be able to smell anything but peanut butter now. Yeah, it's not like if you smelled Shrungar where there's this like huge bubble around you. This doesn't seem to be that kind of fragrance. It's not gonna like announce its presence before you walk into the room.
Definitely, you can actually layer this with oud patchouli very well.
Okay.
If you want that heaviness in it,
Okay.
uh, and females definitely can layer it with milakat al layal.
Yeah.
Can you say that again so I know how to say it?
Milakat al layal.
Malikat.
Malakat.
Malikat.
That's not how he said
That
it.
is how he said that. Say it again.
Milakat al layal.
Milakat. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Now we're talking. All right. So we're on to Sultanate here.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, he's right there. Sultanate.
Sultanate. Okay. No, I'll help you. There. You need it a little bit further away from the camera so the camera can focus.
All right. So I'm just gonna dab this right on my skin. Tell me, Nitish, about the inspiration for this. Tell me about the ingredients.
So the Sultanate was our Ramadan launch, uh, Ramadan festive season launch. So
Ramadan.
it is really all about oud and other very white oud kind of elements.
That's clean. That's like brisk. There's like this astringent, sharp bite at the top.
Oh, it's so nice. It's really manly.
Oh my goodness.
Nice and woody.
Very woody.
Yeah.
What are there's citrus notes in the top of this, right?
Yeah, definitely. There are woody elements, a tiny bit of ambery elements, and also you can find if someone is familiar with the white oud available in the market.
Yep.
So that is all chemicals. It smells like chemicals as well. But my
Say about
I
Uda
wanted
quartz.
He's talking about a specific thing called white oud,
White oud. Oh, okay.
which is sort of like white chocolate. Like there's no such thing as white chocolate.
Yeah.
White chocolate is an imaginary,
It's a fantasy.
it's a fantasy note created from a variety of other things, right?
Mm.
White oud
Right,
is
right.
a fantasy idea. There's no such thing as white oud.
Okay.
Right. So I wanted to create this kind of a very clean oud using real oud.
Oh God.
Like this I can easily say one of the Dubai person or Dubai Sheikh can have it in the air, like aura around the sake. It's
Oh,
a
so much like meditation mist, the aura around the deity or the holy person.
right.
Okay, that
So
makes
it has
sense.
a frankincense on the top. You cannot pick it really because it's a different kind. Uh, Not Omani frankincense. It's a Somalian frankincense.
Okay.
Somali frankincense?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It's beautiful. That is so clean. This feels also like I could wear this in the summer.
yeah, I mean,
Definitely,
just wearing it
it's
there.
all round kind of a idea.
Okay.
Are there any of your fragrances that you have a hard time wearing where you are where it's hot?
Definitely. At this temperature, it's uh, in degrees Celsius. It's almost 45 degrees Celsius. Let me see what that. Uh,
I'm asking because people sometimes ask us, okay, I live in Texas. What can I wear here?
just a minute.
The bear says that's hot. It's got to be in the
Uh,
90s.
it's 113 Fahrenheit here currently, daytime.
Hell no. Absolutely not.
I'm sure not everybody has air conditioning.
All
How does
right.
everyone
So when
survive
we
that?
so when we come to visit Nitish, it will be in
The
January.
cool weather, whenever that is.
Definitely. November, December, January.
Yes.
Okay.
So definitely, oud heavy fragrances are a bit difficult to wear here. Definitely, incense heavy. Black Afghano, I cannot imagine. It will choke everyone
Yeah.
around me. But most of the times, my sitting area is in the air conditioned environment, and wherever I visit, it's a good air conditioned place. So most of the times, I can layer it with bit citrusy notes.
Yeah. Is that why citrus and yuzu and culture are the most popular fragrances in India that you make? Because of the
Yeah,
weather? Yeah.
definitely. Citrus and yuzu picked up in this summer. King's Empire was most popular. I We sold three entire batches of it. Like one batch is of 250 or 300 maybe bottles.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
awesome. And people love that
and
here too.
that
Yeah.
was in
I think
a
that will have
6 month period
more
of time.
popularity even as we get into the spring and summer.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, we need to pump that up. We can even say it's 130 degrees in India
And
and
this
people
is
are wearing King's Empire.
right.
That's what they wear.
Oh, this is so good. This is like a pristine oud. It's so fresh and crisp.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell like dirty, funky,
No, there's no funk to
stinky.
it at all.
Good.
This is an easier wear, I think, than Shrungar.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although you wear Shrungar.
I think Shrungar is the best thing you ever made.
Yeah.
I really do. It's
Thank
my
you.
favorite.
You worn the Extrait?
I don't think so.
Fuck, that is good. Jesus.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's a masterpiece.
So to kind of compare and contrast, I would also say that Sultanate is a little bit more kind of narrowly focused and a little bit more kind of linear
Yeah. It doesn't have.
compared to Shrungar.
Yeah. Sultanate doesn't have many facets as that of Shrungar,
Right.
and it is not floral. It is straight up woody, ambery oud, and it's a white oud concept again. If people are familiar with it, they can relate relate it to me. And definitely, Shrungar, as Jamie said, was my biggest project, most expensive project. Again, to Shrungar oil and now Extrait the perfume. We have ordered boxes, and it is getting shipped next week probably
Well,
uh,
let's
to us.
let's yeah, let's segue into that. We do have, if people don't want to wait, we do actually have some Shrungar Extra. We've got about 120 mLs left that was sent over for decanting.
Yeah.
If
Some
you
of
don't
it we
want
need
to
to
wait,
make samples of, some of it.
but the full presentation is on the way.
Hmm.
Yeah, full
Um,
presentation.
probably what, 3-4 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah, 3 weeks to be shipped from here.
Okay. So talk about the difference between the Shrungar Attar and the Shrungar Perfume, because
So,
they're not the same. They're not. It's not just it's not just the Attar diluted in alcohol.
but you can layer it very well. It goes
Yeah.
very nicely.
Yep.
6 wipes of Attar and just 10-15 sprays.
Yeah, don't do that, anybody. Don't do that.
I think
Unless,
this perfume has the coolest story too, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah. It's the
It's
brothel.
a
Ah,
no. Shrungar is not brothel.
no, that's
Oh,
Turmeric.
that's right. My bad.
Yeah,
Shrungar is
It's the wedding
It's the
one.
wedding night.
It also has a very cool
It's the
story.
wedding shenanigans
Yeah.
perfume.
The wedding shit.
Yeah.
right.
I love that.
So the inspiration behind Shrungar, there is one art dealer in India. He was very big at his times. He has a collection of artworks. Actually, we collaborated for the same. He connected to me to artist which draw a painting of our Thumri. Painting is hanged right here. So that art dealer showed me his collection, and there was a vintage perfume in his collection, oud based. He has a huge collection, uh, and he showed me that fragrance, and I said, yes, this kind of a, like he had just uh, 1 or 2 grams left in the bottle, and he wanted to recreate it in the way that in my style. Basically, he's a he is like he likes everything which I make. So he's
Yeah.
like, whatever, even a bespoke work for someone, you can just give me a bottle. I will not speak about it anywhere. Just just I will keep it for myself. So uh, he showed me the bottle, and I dissected the fragrance and made a Indian better version of it. It was fragrance bought by his wife when she visited, I think, one of the Middle East countries
Hmm.
in early 90s.
Wow. So it was an old, like a vintage perfume.
Yeah, yeah,
How do you go
yeah.
about dissecting the perfume? How do you do that?
So for dissecting the fragrance, you need a experience, definitely.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
or either experience, or you need a very fine facility of GCMS,
Right.
and that GCMS facility should have that data. Uh, Datas are very important here. Datas are very expensive as well. They come with the subscription plan
Yeah.
Really?
sometimes.
So if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
smell something, your brain, because you're used to smelling materials, you can just pick out the different materials that are inside the perfume, the whether they're
Yeah,
natural or whatever.
definitely.
Wow.
You can pick many notes, but this is like when I sniffed both the fragrances, which I made out of the inspiration, and which was the original. Both were completely different, because the inspiration, this is a true inspiration, I would say.
Okay.
Cloning is not the true inspiration. Cloning is just, doing GCMS and getting the formulation.
Okay.
So in this fragrance, there was a very much new material, uh, to me at least at that time, which was Roman chamomile oil. So I haven't sniffed Roman chamomile, I have other kind of camomiles in my palette. So this senior perfumer from one of the French companies which I visit very often, I showed him. I told him I cannot really identify the material. So sometimes friends as well help.
Yeah.
Getting getting the notes detected,
Hmm.
and they have a bigger palette. Definitely, those are senior master perfumers having the knowledge of 10,000 plus ingredients.
Yeah.
Uh, those are like geniuses of
Yeah.
industry, having a little less exposure because they are stuck in the loop of making commercial fragrances for detergents and soaps, and um if they come out in the industry and make this kind of stuff, uh, they are very
You're
genius, like.
you're out of a
Yeah, yeah.
job.
Well, somebody has to
Definitely.
make soaps, you know? We all want good smelling soap. Wow. I wonder if some of those people are just neurodivergent. Like they just happen to have those kinds of brains, like the savant style
Sure.
brain. You can just remember what are we doing?
We're double fisting. You just kind of compare and contrast.
Hmm. Oh, this one's brighter.
This one's brighter,
Yeah.
brighter, sharper.
Yeah, this
This
one's
one's
smokier,
smooth,
smooth,
earthy.
earthy,
Yeah,
right, comforting. This
yeah.
one's more like invigorating
This one being the Mocha Musk.
than the
The
Sultanate.
brighter, more invigorating one being the Sultanate.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
Stan wants to know, is Nitish talking about the Shrungar Attar? Is it limited? Is that a limited one, Shrungar?
Shrungar is limited edition Attar, but we have enough quantity. Don't worry.
Yeah, we have a lot, Nitish, or Stan. We
Yeah.
have tons. Yeah, we have probably 12, 15 of them.
Now,
Now, the
compare.
perfume is going to be limited.
Yeah, the perfume is limited. How many? I think we're only doing 100 bottles, right?
Uh, After crimping, I would definitely know, but anywhere between 80 to 100 units.
Okay.
Mm.
Now,
If you guys want the Attar, I'm talking to Thais Lopez. You just go on our website. It's there.
yeah, it's up on the website.
Yeah. And I think the Attar is beautiful.
Yeah, I love the Attar, but the perfume to me has more oomph to it.
You know what I liked the best, Nitish? The natural version.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. It was sitting around here. Nitish sent me like a little 1 ml
Oh my
sample
God.
of an all natural version of Shrungar that he did.
That was crazy good.
And don't bother asking because the expense would be
Yeah.
obscene.
So good.
So no, no, we can't do it. It wouldn't be.
Stan, you want the bottle?
Yeah.
Then you're going to have to wait like 4 weeks.
Yeah, 3 to 4
I
weeks.
wouldn't mind doing it, but bottle will cost more than $400.
Yeah, that's expensive for an Attar.
Although perfume.
Well,
The
no,
natural perfume.
no, that was an Attar.
Oh, it was a natural Attar?
Yeah,
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But I mean, there's lots of artisan brands out there doing
Yeah,
that.
there are expensive Attars.
$4, $5, $6, $700 for something that size. Yeah, it's not really the target demographic for us, but both of these, both Shrungar and Sultanate, I would say are well, they're not beginner ouds, but they are. I don't know.
There's a little bit
They're-
of similarity there.
Yeah, they're clean. They're cleanish ouds.
Mm.
They're more in the woody oud profile than they are the barnyard skanky funky profile.
There's a couple of comments here.
But Sultanate is definitely brighter.
Lewis says turmeric is his favorite year-round scent. It's so versatile and beautiful.
Nice,
Compliments to Mr. Dixit from Lewis.
indeed.
And one of my friends bought a bottle of Culture, and she calls it her happy scent.
Yeah, that's so.
It makes her
beautiful.
so happy to smell it. I agree.
Okay.
That means some have that medical quality as well. It brighten ups the mood. Sambak oil when it
Jasmine
is not.
sambal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's an
Yeah, yeah.
uplifting
yeah.
aroma.
Okay, so the other one that people have been waiting
Talk
on.
about this.
Oh, I guess yeah. We'll talk about everything that's already available.
Yeah.
This is Elite. Finally,
Elite.
everyone
We sent so many samples of this out.
and people have been like
Super
messaging us
excited.
constantly, and I haven't sprayed from the bottle yet, so I'm going to treat myself here.
You will enjoy.
Ooh,
It's got an awesome atomizer
very
too.
nice atomizer. Oh my god! Wow. Oh, that is better than the samples, Nitish.
Yeah, because the bulk masterization is complete different
Yeah,
game. Like,
right. Holy cow, guys.
Isn't it beautiful?
That is so beautiful. It's so rich. Rich, tropical, fruity, green.
It smells so much better on you when I'm annoyed. It smelled okay on me, but on you it's much better.
This is a damn signature scent, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, that's so good.
that is very addictive at the certain some point. Uh, you crave for it. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
good to you, and
People are gonna lose their minds over this.
at one
It is. I really love this bottle, Nitish.
I know you did a nice job picking out the bottle, and the label is very nice with a different texture. And I like
label
that it
is
has a,
metallic label. It's
What's
a
that?
3/4 process. It's a metal label.
yeah.
Metal. Oh, nice.
Isn't that cool?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's cool, guys. So it's a thin metal plate.
It's textured. It feels nice. The bottle feels very nice in the hand.
Yeah, it does. Holy smokes, that's so good.
You're just gonna
I'm just loading it on.
drip it on.
Oh my god.
Elite has developed like it when it was sitting in the bottle. It developed like anything. Like it has gone to different dimensions, and in with
Oh,
playing with these natural materials, you never know where the fragrance is going. You just
Yeah.
know how materials interact with each other. But while bottling, I don't know how it will smell after 6 months. I can just say it will smell like, I can just assume it can smell a bit, you know, uh,
oh.
matured or better version of current version.
Yeah.
But
Richer or fuller.
Noah, if you remember in earlier sniffing session, uh, the linalool was prominent note in this lavender.
Yes.
Now it has settled.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
it's integrated. And guys, this is like one of I'm telling you,
it's called Elite Loa.
this is one of the best openings I have ever smelled.
Yeah, it's really good.
It is
It's very appley to me.
I'm just throwing something out there to kind of create the vibe for people who know other fragrances. Imagine Clandestine Laboratories Pool Boy and Amouage Beach Hut Man having a child.
Okay.
Oh,
It's tropical, fruity, tart. It's more tart than sweet, although there is some sweetness in there, but it's a tart kind of sweetness. And all of these like deep green, humid, kind of earthy
It is one of those
vibes.
smells that you just want to smell and smell and smell.
Yeah, but the whole thing is like it doesn't run too dark. It stays like fresh.
I think of it as a spring summer fragrance.
I mean, it is. Yeah.
and
full,
You were
before
saying,
you were
fruity.
like this is a fall fragrance.
yeah. No, it's definitely
I
yeah.
bet it's nice to wear when in India. We have a question from Lewis. He wants to know where in India you're from. His family's from Delhi.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool.
Oh, I visited Delhi last month only. I'm from Pune, Maharashtra.
Cool.
So it's a middle part of India.
Yeah.
Delhi is on the upper side, but I like Delhi people. They are very, uh, energetic at all times. Like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Delhi is like the New York of India.
I can't wait to go visit.
Holy
I've wanted to visit for
smokes.
years and years. Since I was in my 20s, I wanted to visit.
Oh,
You're
let's just stop
welcome.
talking and just smell.
Lois says she's prepping the cart. She's prepping the cart.
Yeah. Loa, you're going to love this.
Yeah.
Oh,
This, I
Zach
think we
already
have
ordered this.
very humble price for this one.
I
Now I
think
can.
so.
yeah. You know what? I mean, 150 bucks, puts you in kind of very like low average niche price range for
Yeah.
this. I have no words. I mean, it's an extraordinarily humble price for
Yeah.
what this
It's a
fragrance.
beautiful blend.
This is an extraordinary. This is like a world-class blended fragrance.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, this is of the quality in terms of the naturals and the ingredients, and of a refinement in terms of blending that is on par with like anything that like peak Raja Dove, any of that kind of stuff. If not better. God, that smells good on me. I thought citrus and yuzu was going to be my summer signature, but I think it's going to be elite. Citrus and yuzu will be my lighthearted weekend scent.
Mm.
All right. There's more to talk about here, guys. We're not done yet.
Well, ask questions. Do you guys have any questions for Nitish? Please ask away.
Ah,
If you want to know,
Mr. Vassal is here. How are you, sir? Good to see you, man.
if you want to know anything about perfume creating, his background,
Yes, fire away.
you'll just have to talk about different smells.
Okay, so these guys, these are all out and available now. Elite, Vetiver Jackmel, Sultanate Attar, and Mocha Musk. These are four are out.
Mm-hmm.
This is available, and
That's how much we have of it.
this is how much we have right now.
Cool.
We will have more on the way. Right now, there's about 500 mLs or so. This is American leather. And Nitish and I have been talking, and we are going to do some samples. We were going to just do bottles, but we'll do some samples out of this, yeah?
Let me grab something.
Okay.
I mean, we could literally split that into 10 mLs and just let everyone have some.
By have some, you mean charge them for it?
Of course.
Yeah, okay. Just
Yeah.
make sure we're not giving the farm away again.
No.
Okay.
Or 15. We can get nice 15 ml bottles.
Well, we have those on the way. I mean, we were
15?
going to sell it as a 30, so at that point,
Oh, sure.
So this,
What's that?
what's that?
That's American leather which you got as a oil. I'm sending
That's
this
the
bottle.
that's the Accord.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so we can make a lot more, is what he's saying, guys.
Cool.
This is one of the best leathers I've ever smelled.
Yeah.
Oh, Nitish, you got to talk about this blend. You have to talk about this Accord.
Is that what we're doing right now?
It blows my mind. No, I just.
It's a very, very, very interesting and very long story, but I will make it shorter. So there was a good friend of mine. He was early customer. Then became friend. We became friends. He is from Russia, and his father was a collector of horses, particularly black color horses. So he was horse rider and horse enthusiast kind of in that community. So he had this saddle collection of different saddles. uh, I think he had more than like 20 horses or something. It was crazy. And at his father's time, his father used to like this one saddle, which is worn out kind of a saddle. And this guy is 70 years old. So his father, that era must be early 20s or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe just before, maybe 1800s, late 1800s. So he sent me a piece of that saddle, uh, Russian saddle, and I I waited for it for a longer time because animal materials cannot. It is international thing. So one fine day, I got this parcel, and I sniffed it, and I was in heaven. Like, this is something worn out, kind of a very because horse, horse houses, or where the horse sits in the night, it usually gets smoked because it the grass is burnt.
I see.
It's a usual ritual. So the saddle gets that burning grass kind of a smell absorbed in it, natural, with natural oils and uh, all, and it was worn out completely, worn out, old school leather, and very high quality. He mentioned the brand as well. I didn't knew that these big brands make saddles as well. So
Yeah.
I got this saddle, and he was continuously messaging me that I want this smell. I want to smell like my father, and how he used to smell. So what I did is I sent across the actual pieces of saddle to many labs, and I found two labs who helped me to rebuild this note of exact that saddle, like
Okay.
one
Cool.
to one, one to one note.
Wow.
So you just sent across the list of the ingredients which I can use and the proportions, and then some of the ingredients were captive, like captive leather molecules. So I had a discussion with the perfumers at their level, and we came across with the formulation. It's a very long formulation,
Really?
uh, 62, yeah, odd ingredients.
Wow.
Just
So
just so we're clear, everybody, that's just for the leather accord,
yeah, yeah,
right?
just for the leather part.
Just for the leather accord, that's just the one component of the fragrance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I sent that accord to him, like in a oil format. Uh, he was blown away. He was like, uh, "You have sniffed the same, like it's the same batch."
I had the same reaction. You just kind of casually included it in one of the shipments over, and just this little vial labeled leather. And I'm like, hey, what's this? You're like, oh, it's just a leather accord I have. And I smelled it, and I was like, what the hell? Why is this not a perfume? Where has this been hiding? It is unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
So
So
he got
you're
bunch
welcome, everybody.
he got bunch of perfumes made on that accord, one of which was leather patchouli. Then others are like pure leather accord, and having very leather tobacco, 6 7 versions of it.
Okay,
So he was that fan, and I was very humble. Like, I just charged him whatever my cost was involved, because these analysis are very expensive to do,
sure.
uh, especially when it comes to a fine lab like that. It's a very expensive affair, and he tipped me unimaginable kind of unexpected, I would say, a tip. But again, I gave it to a very humble cancer patient.
Oh,
Wow,
that's so
that's
nice.
super cool.
Wow. What a beautiful story.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's the beginning of how this came to be.
I'm curious,
There's a
Nitish,
lot of heritage in this.
do you do this for a lot of people? Do you make these bespoke fragrances for a lot of clients there?
I have taken bespoke work earlier. It's usually one month, one client, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
If it is a lighter work, like I just did last week for someone, it is coastal coconut. It is sitting here. Uh,
Coastal what?
Coastal Konkan. Konkan is the
Co-
region in India,
I see.
in
Oh,
Maharashtra. Yeah. So I was experimenting with one of the rare florals, which I have mentioned you, right, Noah?
Yep.
Day before yesterday.
Yep.
So so one or two per month I do, depending on how, like, if the material is available, then that's much easier.
Gotcha.
we have a question here. How long did it take to get the leather smell just right? Weeks, months? Was it a year?
Oh, it was around 14 months.
14 months. Okay.
Because just because, it's not that 14 months of trial and error. It
Yeah,
was,
back and forth and shipping and all
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, back and forth. Yeah, yeah,
Waiting to get the parcel and all that.
yeah, yeah,
Um, Loa wants to know what distinguishes Indian perfumery from the rest of the world.
yeah. So, uh, in India, it's a temperature heavy country. It's a very usually humid and very high temperature. So, lot of ambari elements are heavy ambers are used in the fragrances, even in fresh fragrances. But sadly, I'm very disappointed by this fact that the industry is going towards very much clone kind of a stuff. The mainstream industry I'm talking about,
Yeah, yeah,
artist, uh, artisanal industry in India is very small. People like a common, take an example of a common, the life cycle of a common frag enthusiast. So it starts from the cheaper clones, then he can, then it goes to the, I would say, designer fragrances, then niche, then artisan, then uh, then oud, weird kind of fragrances.
Right.
uh, so in this journey is very similar to that of country journey, I would say, where the country is currently. So in India, currently India is at the clone kind of a journey. So it will evolve. Eventually, it will take another 40 years to get artisanal kind of stuff
yeah.
understood by
Okay.
common man.
I see.
Also, minimum wage here, and the that's the also one another part of it. Like $4 or $5 fragrances are very common here. If I say $200 fragrance or $150 fragrance in India, that's the salary for the week for a common
Mhm.
person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's the very way, it's a very price sensitive market. I'm talking about only common market. I'm not talking about frag enthusiast market. That's a
Yeah.
completely different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Do you think it has something to do with like the culture being more traditional still? Like
yeah,
American culture is so uber independent and people always want to stand out here and I have to smell different from everyone else. Like
right.
I'm
In
curious.
India, culture wise, it's a very dense culture. We have a beautiful festivals, at least
Mm,
one festival a month. Uh, in festival time, we use a lot of sandalwood. Traditionally, it is now all chemical sandalwood. But
mm,
in early days, it was available in a huge quantities in a good price as well.
Mm.
So traditional fragrances definitely are there. Like you can find, I can praise about one cheap attar actually. It is known as Majmua.
Mm.
You can find it on Amazon. Nimat Majmua.
Oh yeah,
So yeah,
I think I know
so
that brand. Yeah,
That's the one that we
yeah.
tested.
We tested it. Literally, couldn't smell it.
Yeah,
Couldn't smell it. It was such an interesting experience.
yeah. It's just ambroxan.
Yeah.
oh, maybe you got a different bottle then.
Well, it's
The
not the one you're talking about. They make a different one.
Yeah.
What was that called?
Amber musk, vanilla
Yeah,
musk.
Amber Musk was called.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
Nemat, the Nemat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Their perfumes are good for the price what they offer at. I think must be around 20 $25 in US. I think,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Just about. Yeah.
So, but mostly chemicals, uh, because in India it's priced around $4, $4 to $5.
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, American leather. Yes, Loa. It sounds like we will probably offer this in some 10 mLs and maybe even smaller samples for people to start with, and then we'll do a larger batch probably. Which is not to say that we can't do if people want to dive right in and there's enough juice here. We'll do some. The original plan was to do 30 ml bottles, which we'll be able to do, and then other things that we don't have here. Vetiver Mistique is coming by summertime.
Oh yeah.
Summertime.
We have a ton of samples of those too on the website.
Yep. So samples of Vetiver Mystique are
Everybody
up.
who smelled that is like, I need a bottle.
It's incredible. That's
really good.
that's the one that is your sort of take or recreation of the vintage era Guerlain Vetiver.
Yeah, yeah. Anyone want to see a box? I just have the
Yeah.
packaging around.
Yeah, let's see it. And also,
Just
Nitish, our friend Loa, is saying that Zach, you got dibs on a 30. Sure thing, dude. That the website is calculating international shipping for Puerto Rico, which it shouldn't. We need to fix that. Puerto Rico should be U.S. Domestic shipping.
Because we can
okay.
do them.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll get it fixed, Loa. Thank you.
We have a brand owner, Chris Martin here,
Oh.
asking if there's a specific note that Indian fragrances are known for. Like the Middle East is known for spice and incense.
Or saffron, even. Stay tuned,
Yes.
Chris.
Definitely, Indian. If you go traditional Indian fragrances, they are known for the sandalwood
Okay.
because we
Yeah.
are sandalwood manufacturers. Our country manufactures sandalwood from the uh, uh, ages, like it's long back, and there was a whole a very different story. It's available on Netflix actually. Documentary of sandalwood smuggler from India.
Really?
It was Virappan. Story of, I will link it to you, Nova. You can
Okay.
send across.
Yeah,
Very
I'll share it
interesting.
around.
Now it is regulated by government of India. Uh, Plantation and oil manufacturing. It is highly regulated industry.
Okay.
And Stan wants it to be locked in for 30.
All right, Stan, you got it, buddy.
Stan, Zach,
You and Zach.
probably Ange too.
Yeah.
She wanted to know what kind of leather, but it's American leather.
Well,
That's why it's called American leather.
I mean, American leather isn't officially a perfume accord. Like Cuir de Russie means something very specific. Russian
Sure.
leather,
Okay.
Spanish leather.
Excuse me.
The idea here was to create something that has, it's like evocative of the saddle, even though this was an Indian person. So it's got reference to American, like cowboy leather, leather, saloon leather. that kind of thing. It's a very gentlemanly, so it's like the cowboy gentleman. It's like, this is John Wayne's signature scent, that kind of a thing.
Cool.
Are you a John Wayne fan, Nitish?
I have heard his.
You've heard of him?
Yeah.
Famous American cowboy actor.
Okay.
Yeah. In the, I guess, the 50s through 70s? Yeah, 50s through 70s.
Okay.
It's not currently particularly animalic. Nitish and I have gone back and forth in conversation, and part of the reason we're going to do some samples for people is that we want to get a little bit of feedback.
Yeah. When are we going to?
It could become a little bit more animalic. We can do samples starting right now.
Yeah, it's ready.
Yeah, this is ready to go.
All right, we just have to throw it up on the website.
Yeah. Nitish, we've talked about maybe adding a bit of an animalic,
like horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a
Put horses in there.
A little bit of a sweaty, smack the sweaty horse on the ass kind of a vibe, that kind of a thing.
Okay.
Giddy up, little. Yeah, it's got the. So I put out a poll in the Discord asking people, on the spectrum, do you want smooth leather versus rough leather? Do you want clean versus animalic? Do you want, and for most people, they wanted it a little bit rougher and a little bit animalic. Okay. So we may spice it up a little bit, but it's plenty punchy right now.
Horse sweat. Okay.
Sweaty horse flank. Yeah. Or Tom Selleck's. All right, we won't go there. Look, there we go.
Ooh, beautiful.
Nice. That's the Vetiver Mistique box. And so that's coming. Vetiver Mistique is going to be the same style and presentation as Elite.
Yeah.
50
They're
ml.
waiting for the.
Same price. 50 ml is $150. Look at that. That's the note breakdown of Vetiver Mistique?
Yeah. It's listed on website, actually, in the samples.
Okay.
You can see all the notes.
Yep. And you said there's 42 different natural oils used.
Wow.
It's almost all natural.
It's almost all natural.
Really?
Wow.
So high, like Regal Silhouette.
Yeah. Can we just not to be a little bit too car salesman-y here, but like the idea of a fragrance that smells that good, that's almost entirely natural, being sold for $150 is just absurd. You do not see that. And I'm not really being salesman-y. What I'm doing is hopefully communicating to people who don't know you or don't know the brand yet that this is a part of your philosophy, your brand ethos, which is to counter this movement that's happening in perfume, where all of these brands are charging more and more and more and more for perfumes of less and less and less quality materials, less complex blending, less unique, less interesting. And so again, we probably have not communicated it effectively enough that a central mission for you with perfume is to show people what can be done, what quality and complexity and beauty of perfume can be done at an affordable price point. And Vetiver, Mistique, and Elite are like perfect examples of that. So there, I'll get off my soapbox. Okay, so American Leather, reach out to us directly, but we'll get it up on the website. We talked about Shrungar, a couple of other ones that we'll just touch on. I think we're gonna. Oh well, before we get to these, what about Silver Coast? Are we gonna do that this summer?
Silver Coast is coming just after Vetiver Mistique.
Okay.
Cool.
We are doing some changes in it, smaller changes.
Okay.
Also, there is a Regal Assam which is coming. We have all the boxes in front of us. sample
Is that a
sample
spray
boxes.
or is that that's a?
Regal Assam is a spray.
Is it? I thought it was an attar.
No, it's like a fresh summer oud.
Oh.
But Regal Assam will completely almost transform after I add for few of the elements, because it is, I feel it is a bit flatter right now. As of you have seen the samples, right?
I have,
It's
yeah, great samples.
Oh.
it
Yes.
was just one three accords in a proportion. Now I will add a bit of touch of a natural oud in it, uh, along with some other elements to give it elevation. It will go on other direction only.
Okay. Yes, Loa, you heard Assam. The sample that I have, actually, again, I feel a little bit silly confessing this. It's the one that I have over on the nightstand because I've been spraying it into my CPAP before bed. I go to bed with the smell of Regal Assam filling my nostrils as I drift off to sleep. I'm just that weird. Yeah, so it's a bright, it reminds me, again, not so much in the exact smell, everybody, but more kind of stylistically of, the bottle was literally right there. Still right there. It reminds me a lot of this. Creed Royal Oud.
Royal oud.
Yeah. It's a kind of clean, fresh. Imagine Creed Royal Oud done with like high natural content, something like that,
And lasting longer than
and
10
actually
seconds.
lasting longer than 30 minutes. Yeah, that's the kind of vibe that Regal Assam is.
Yeah.
Okay, so that, and then a couple others that are going to be a little bit further down the line.
Should we save these for another live?
Maybe we'll just save these for another live.
I feel like we should. Like, we talked about a lot.
We did talk about a lot.
And we need to tease people. Because we can do this again.
We'll do it again.
100%.
There's at least 4 other fragrances besides the ones that we have just talked about. And again, you know,
I'm so mean to her.
there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus Silver Coast is 7, Vetiver Mistique is 8, and Regal Assam is 9. There's at least 9 new fragrances slash attars that are either available or becoming available over the next couple months. So there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff.
Part of that's because you're behind.
Plus, now he's showing me something else I've never seen.
What is that?
It's called
It's a masculine frangipani.
Frangipani.
Oh, frangipani.
It's a flower. It's a flower. Frangipani.
Yeah. Well, I was just looking at the spelling. It's spelled frag. Yeah, Fraj, frangipani. You're missing an N in there, Nitish.
Okay.
We'll get that
it's,
fixed before it goes to market. Says the guy who only speaks one language. Tell us about, what is this? I've never heard anything about this.
Oh, no.
It's a new. It was a new material for me, Frangipani Absolute. So I found a way to use it in the way that it should not feel feminine, because this is a very soft feminine thick petal flower. So it has certain sweetness which I have added. I think this is the most sweetest fragrance from our current portfolio, but iterations are happening. So I think a more addition of oud will be there, and a different take on oud combination, oud and florals.
All right. Well, now you guys know what it's like for me to be chatting with Nitish. Every time we talk, he's like, hey, here's this other new thing. Do you blend in your sleep, Nitish? You dream about blends and then just wake up and throw them together?
Yeah, there is a one story like of this. Actually, the elite, the fragrance, the story of elite is completely different. Like uh, it was supposed to be some other fragrance. Even the design you have sent across in our Discord channel as well. If someone pulls out the image, they can see the name of the fragrance was completely different.
Yeah, what was it
Uh,
originally?
it was, I think, Winds of Haflong or something, or maybe Regal Assam. I
Okay.
don't remember, but I think it was Winds of Haflong.
Okay.
Winds of Haflong is also coming next winter. Sorry.
Okay.
So that was the concept of elite, concept of Assam, lake in the Assam, having wood trees around and having this aquatic kind of a feel. But again, my blending style is completely non-conventional. I approach the blend as a canvas, and uh, as I go ahead with the concept, it develops. Sometimes it can develop in a different way. Uh, so after, uh, like, it is not like have this concept in mind and I'm making the fragrance and it will turn out exactly like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So in this case, fragrance turned out to be very sophisticated, very well blended, and then I just need a jasmine sambak absolute to top it off. So I gave it a different name, Elite, and it's extrait de perfume.
Mm, it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's extrait 33%.
33%.
Yeah, more than
Wow.
33.
All the
More than
all the
33.
Americans love that. They love the sound of that. We'll have to talk about that more. You just sprayed that on your new shirt.
I've been spraying this on my shirt for the last 5 minutes.
It's 33% oil.
Well,
That's probably not. Shouldn't do that.
I'm now 33% elite.
Oh,
So
And no solvents, no solvents, without a solvent 33%.
okay. So what he's saying, everybody, is it's a true 33%, as in
not DPG.
yeah,
making it
33%
10% or whatever.
aromatic ingredients, not not 50 grams of DPG per bottle, not no isopropyl myristate, none of that. It's freaking amazing. It's just amazing. I can't wait for this to actually get in people's hands.
We'll take we should take one of the bottles off out of stock and make more samples for people so they can sample it, because we're out of samples completely.
All right, so we'll decant for you guys.
Yeah.
If you guys want to sample this still, we'll do 2 mLs. So we'll break down a bottle. We'll do 25 2 ml samples of this if you're interested. Okay.
We'll have to put that on the website too.
Yep. All right. Well, we got some work to do then.
We do.
God, I smell good. All right. Thank you, Nitish, for hanging out with us.
Yes.
Thank
It's the
you.
beginning of your day.
Yep.
Yeah. It's 8 a.m. currently.
8 a.m.
Around.
It's 8:30 here. So yeah, we're at 11 and a half hours instead of
Yes.
12 and a half. Cool. All right, everybody. With Elite, how long on the skin? I mean,
I feel like that's a long lasting
yeah,
one. I was wearing it. It lasted like 7 hours on me, but
yeah, it's a pretty long lasting scent. There's a lot of
sticky,
dense materials in here. Yeah.
How about for you, Nitish? How long does it last in the heat?
5 to 6 hours on skin.
Okay, that's good
That's really good
for your level of heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right, everybody.
Thank you
for
everyone,
hanging
for
out with
hanging out.
us. We love you all. Stay tuned. All kinds of more fun and exciting adventures to come with Perito Moreno.
Yes.
And Nitish, have a wonderful day, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes. Thank you, everyone.